The water cycle, also known as the hydrological cycle, describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the Earth's surface. It involves various processes such as evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff. The water cycle is a fundamental aspect of Earth's climate system and plays a crucial role in regulating weather patterns, distributing freshwater resources, and sustaining life on our planet. Let's explore the water cycle in detail. Evaporation. The water cycle begins with evaporation, where water from oceans, rivers, lakes, and other bodies of water is transformed into water vapor. Energy from the sun's rays heats the water, causing some of the molecules to gain enough energy to break free from the liquid and enter the atmosphere as water vapor. The rate of evaporation is influenced by factors like temperature, humidity, wind speed, and surface area of the water body. Transpiration. It is the process by which water is released into the atmosphere by plants. Through tiny openings called stomata in their leaves, plants release water vapor as a byproduct of photosynthesis. This water vapor adds to the overall moisture content in the air. Condensation. As water vapor rises into the atmosphere, it cools down due to decreasing temperature with increasing altitude. This cooling causes the water vapor to condense back into tiny water droplets or ice crystals, forming clouds. Condensation occurs around microscopic particles called condensation nuclei, which can be dust, pollution, or natural aerosols. Clouds are essential in the water cycle as they transport water vapor across different regions. Cloud formation. Clouds are visible accumulations of water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere. They come in various shapes and sizes, such as stratus, cumulus, and cirrus clouds, depending on altitude, temperature, and humidity conditions. Clouds form through the process of condensation when warm, moist air rises, expands, and cools. As the air cools, it reaches its dew point, the temperature at which condensation occurs. Precipitation. When the water droplets or ice crystals in clouds grow larger and become too heavy to remain suspended, they fall to the Earth's surface as precipitation. Precipitation can take various forms, including rain, snow, sleet, and hail, depending on temperature and atmospheric conditions. Precipitation is a critical component of the water cycle, as it replenishes freshwater resources on land, including lakes, rivers, and groundwater. Infiltration and runoff. Once precipitation reaches the Earth's surface, it can follow two primary pathways: infiltration or runoff. Infiltration occurs when water seeps into the ground, replenishing soil moisture and groundwater reserves. The rate of infiltration depends on soil type, vegetation cover, and the intensity of rainfall. Runoff, on the other hand, happens when precipitation exceeds the land's capacity to absorb it. The excess water flows over the land's surface, forming streams, rivers, and eventually making its way back to the oceans or other bodies of water. Groundwater flow and storage. Some of the infiltrated water percolates deep into the ground and becomes groundwater. It moves through the soil and rock layers, following the force of gravity until it reaches a point where it can no longer move downward. This level is called the water table. Groundwater is an essential component of the water cycle as it serves as a long-term reservoir of freshwater, slowly discharging into streams, rivers, and other bodies of water over time. Surface water storage. Water bodies on the Earth's surface, such as lakes, rivers, and oceans, act as temporary storage for water in the water cycle. They receive water from precipitation, runoff, and groundwater discharge. These surface water reservoirs play a crucial role in maintaining ecosystems, providing habitats for various organisms, and supplying water for human needs. Repeat of the cycle. The water cycle is a continuous and repetitive process. The water that evaporates from oceans, rivers, and lakes is transported by winds, forming clouds. These clouds then release precipitation, which replenishes the Earth's surface, infiltrates into the ground, and flows back to the oceans and other water bodies, starting the cycle anew. The water cycle is a complex and interconnected system that operates on various spatial and temporal scales. It is influenced by factors like solar energy, air temperature, humidity, wind patterns, and topography. Understanding the water cycle is essential for managing water resources, predicting weather patterns, and addressing issues related to droughts, floods, and climate change. We hope you found our detailed explanation of the water cycle informative and engaging. Understanding the water cycle is crucial for appreciating the natural processes that sustain life on Earth. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more educational content like this. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos and have access to a wealth of knowledge. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate your support.